Well, hello everyone. I just wanted to show y'all some things that I purchased when I had a couple of days that I went out to the antique shops or to the resale shops, craft malls. I just had a good time. Went to two local cities from my hometown and found this. I think it's a treasure because this is a part of an old slip. I'm sure that's what this represented. Let's step back in time. These women had beautiful undergarments. My mother told me a lot about the beautiful undergarments that they had. They like for their things to look as pretty under their clothes, I think, as they did on top. Anyway, I just thought that this was so gorgeous, and I got a huge amount of it. It's still attached to part of the slip area, but it is absolutely beautiful, and it is as soft as it's pretty. Oh my goodness, it is just beautiful. I was so excited when I found it. This lady had a lot of things that she was selling very, very reasonable. I kind of regret I didn't buy more. See where it's still attached to the slip part? It just oodles of it. Let me see if I can get the very bottom, show you. It's just fascinating to me how full this was, so it must have went under a real pretty dress. Anyway, it is beautiful, and I was so excited when I found it. I'm sure that it could date. I'm not real sure about lace. I have some books on it. Was going to try to look it up to see if I could find a date on this particular lace. But it is gorgeous. Take my word for it. It is beautiful. I don't know exactly what I might use it with right now, but just holding it is exciting to me. I liked it. See where the slip part is still attached. It doesn't have the full bodice of the slip, but anyway, it's got part of the batiste type material that is real soft and pretty too. It will be something if I do decide to take it apart. I might frame a little bit of it with a couple of old pictures that I have, so many of those old pictures. Anyway, just wanted you to see that. That was a certain booth, but in the same booth, I got this. Just a darling old-time pincushion. And somebody had even crocheted the hanger to it. Bought it for really a cheap price. I got it for $1. I'll tell you right now, it's cheap enough. I have paid more for these. I love these old pin cushions. I have quite a few of them. I hang them on old sewing machines or whatever, but this is that real soft thread too. These women, I guarantee you, I know the ladies that crochet today could tell you this small thread of crocheting. That's all my mother liked, really. As she got older, she did use some of the heavier thread to make us some of the beautiful Africans, but back in the days of old, to do all of her pretty crocheted work, she used the small, very small thread. Anyway, I thought that was just really pretty. And not sure exactly, I might hang it on the wall beside an old picture. It'd be pretty to even frame too. Then, some of the treasures I found too in the same booth. And I got 10 pieces of tatting. Nearly every one of them, there's just a couple of them that are exactly the same. And they are absolutely gorgeous. My mother could tat too, and I used to get fascinated with her tatting to make lace for baby clothes and such. And she was she just could tat as fast as I could ever watch her do it. And Oh, I used to think it was just beautiful work. Beautiful work. Anyway, there's several different styles here. Fixing to get this one hung on something. Some of them are stars, and I was trying to think that was really neat. There were some round ones, but a lot of them looked like that it was just a sample pack or something that somebody had made up. Anyway, here's a pretty round one. Let me move this, and I'll put this one up. All right. There was a pretty round one. There's another star. Take these off and show you this one that absolutely is gorgeous. Well, let me get it in focus here. Can you believe that? Ah, I know that is absolutely beautiful work. So soft too. So pretty. This thread is so small. You know, that thread is nearly like, reminds me sort of like sewing thread, just a little thicker. Well, hello everyone again. I'll try to continue with this. My video just suddenly stopped. The camera got full, but anyway, I'm going to go on. Picked out this picture and don't know anything about this beautiful lady, but doesn't her dress and her hair so pretty? Oh, I don't know whether I could have wore a dress that high up around my neck, but anyway, they really fixed up when they went out. I think about nowadays how we just run around in our blue jean. I wear blue jean skirts all the time, and just well, I try to dress up, but I don't dress up except to go to church. And I still dress up to go to church. I know a lot of churches have relaxed their dress, but I'm still the old-fashioned girl when it goes to dress up and go to church. But anyway, my daughter was trying to get me to start wearing hats again. I said, well, that era, I've done that, but I think that's over with. But anyway, I just want to show you this lace. Wouldn't that be so pretty framed with that picture? I just thought that lace was just beautiful, and like I said, I thought, maybe I could use it with this picture. Well, anyway, let's see. I have another one here that will make you go, oh my goodness, she really steps back in time. I love the old Victorian era. You talk about shabby look, well, people say, well, these women weren't shabby, but they would have fit real well into all of this era that these ladies like, this Victorian and all the new stuff. Anyway, here's this other one. A beautiful type paper this is on, too. It's, I don't know what this is. It feels so soft and nearly kind of like our crepe paper, but it's so thick. I'm not sure, but this picture just will take your fancy, I think. I love that dress. Oh my gosh. Can you believe that? And she's holding it back a little bit to show her beautiful waist. Can't believe these women in all these corsets and underskirts. Now, how would you have liked to have pressed or ironed that dress? Looks like it might have been pretty lightweight for the way the sleeves hang. Look at all that lace around that bodice of that dress. And her hair is up quite different too. I wear my hair up, so I understand. My mother had long hair all the way down to her back, way down. Oh my goodness, her hair was long. I used to love to watch her put it up. And she put her hair up every day. Every day she took it down, she would put it on old-fashioned rollers that would crink it up. And then she would take a comb and rat it up, and sometimes she'd put pretty combs in her hair, but her hair was so pretty. And this lady looks like she kind of pulled hers up on top of her head, but maybe it was a little curly, and maybe she had, looks like some kind of comb up there. I can see something sticking up. She's has a real pretty look into her eyes. I always wonder about these people. I wonder what happened to them, how long they lived. The era of lifespan back then was not as long as today. We have a lady, we just celebrated her 100th birthday, and she still still goes and does. We have another lady that even drives that's 100 around us. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I always wonder about these people. And that tatting up there, I've stuck it on there because she's a star. I wonder if she could tat. Anyway, lots of the women, she looked like she'd like to get out and run with the, out into the fields and such. Maybe she was made to dress up that day. That little cunning look she has on her face looks like, oh, you got me dressed up, so take the picture. Look at that chair. Oh, my goodness. Well, anyway. That was just, I wanted to finish that. As usual, the video cut off. I'll show you something else that I purchased at this same mall, but not yesterday. I like going to this mall, but this is a little baby dress. Let's see if I can get it to focus right over that picture. I don't think it's going to. Well, anyway, look at that work. Well, the reason I was going to show it to you is because, look, this is the rest of the baby dress. I tried to film it and it cut off again. Well, I'm just going to quit on that one, I guess. I just thought that little dress, I wanted to show you the tatting on it. And somebody did a little embroidery. The soft batiste it's made out of. Back in... Well, my children wore all this kind of baby stuff. I don't, today they dress them so differently, but, you know, my great-grandbabies are, I told them that, oh my goodness, some of that stuff they put on them is so funny. The new styles, look how they put that little tatting around the top of that. Anyway, this little dress is so sweet. Look at the tatting around the little sleeve. And it's real soft, so the baby was in comfy of clothes. Oh, I love little baby clothes, too. I buy a lot of those, and I'm fixing to hang those in a room around on a, just kind of like a banner. I have a cute idea with some old-timey baby pictures, and hang the dresses, and got quite a few of them that I have bought recently, and have some crocheted ones, not dresses, but little sweaters and caps and cute little booties, and I thought I'd just interchange it. I have a spot in one of my bedrooms that I think it'll fit real good in, but anyway, show you this I got off of eBay not too many weeks, well, it was the end of last year. I was buying some extra stuff for to cut up. I wanted to make some more, I was looking for some more flowers for doilies that I could cut up, and I did find quite a few, but I bought a box of this handwork. Got it real cheap, and oh my goodness, look at that work, those women. My mother could do that too. She was very good at any kind of handwork, and her work was beautiful, but that is something else. Well, anyway, another thing I used to buy off of eBay was, I have a bunch of these too, and I found this one out in the storage room the other day, and I went, oh my goodness, look at. Well, I want to show the rest of that tablecloth. I have a lot of them that I bought. Some of them came out of New York, all over the United States. Isn't that beautiful? That work in it. I was looking at it and I said, oh, I can make some flowers, cut that. No, I can't cut that up. I don't know if I can cut that up. I use these things to cover with, and needless to say, when my granddaughter got married not too long ago, well, she used a lot of my, she did a vintage Victorian type wedding and had it at a beautiful setting of old homes. It was it was a village, actually a little town made up of nothing but the 1800s, and had a place for people to get married. And oh my goodness, it was so pretty. And she used a bunch of my old stuff and my tablecloths, and we had more fun. I helped her make up a bunch of things to display on the tables, and the house was just darling. It was just darling the way she had it decorated up for the reception. Everybody just had a fit over it. Anyway, this tablecloth is just beautiful, and I was looking at it. I went, oh, I could cut those circles to make flowers. And then I went, you ain't cutting that up. It's only got one little tiny hole in it. So I'll tell you something I use old tablecloths for that y'all might have never thought of, but sometimes I put them on my beds. I have one of those big high back beds, and I use it over my bedspread, the ones that are real sheer and they show through the bedspread. And I've had a lot of compliments on that, the way I've done it. But right now I don't have one on it, or I would just take a picture of it. I had some of my grandsons came to spend the night with me, and needless to say, they're all up teenage and older, but I was just kind of leery of them laying on that bedspread because that on that tablecloth, so I took it off the bed. And so anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. Take you back to this little lady peeking over that work. And this one here. Oh, I sure have fun, girls. And I could do a lot of different kinds of crafting if I just get busy. I have a lot of beautiful old picture frames too that, but I just don't have any room for anything when I make it up. My house is already full of my collections. I'm working on a few spots that I think I can do. I'm even working in a couple of my, I have some real pretty little cottage storage rooms, and I'm trying to decorate them up too. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just like old stuff. I guess I'm could have been a, had a resale antique store or whatever, but it's just fun. Thanks for watching, and y'all come back to see me again. I hope that you enjoyed this little short long video that I had to put together. And I will be back to see y'all. Y'all stay safe in Jesus, and bye-bye.